Words are far more than just sounds or letters strung together. They are living, breathing forces of creation. Every word you speak carries energy. It is a seed planted in the invisible soil of your life. And like any seed, it grows. It grows into thoughts, then into feelings, then into actions, and eventually into tangible results. Your words are not passive. They are active creators shaping your destiny. When you speak positively, confidently, and with intention, you call forth opportunities, wealth, and success. When you speak fear, doubt, or limitation, you create barriers that hold back your abundance. Imagine for a moment that your words are magnetic. Each word you utter sends a vibration into the universe, attracting circumstances, people, and resources that match its frequency. Speak, I am prosperous, and the universe aligns with prosperity. Speak, I can't, and the universe faithfully brings challenges and resistance. Words are instructions, not suggestions. They are commands that life follows with absolute precision. Every spoken word is a declaration to the unseen forces, telling them what to bring into your life. The magic of words lies in their ability to shape your inner reality first, and your outer reality second. When you speak creatively, affirming your worth, your ability, and your abundance, you transform your internal beliefs. Your subconscious mind begins to accept these words as truth, and your actions naturally align with them. Words create vision, and vision creates reality. Your financial life, your relationships, your health, all begin as words. Nothing in the material world exists without first being spoken into existence in some form. Every moment is an opportunity to speak creatively. Every sentence, every phrase, every conversation is a chance to seed your life with success or limitation. When you understand that words are creative forces, you begin to speak with intention, choosing them carefully, consciously, and boldly. Your speech becomes a tool for manifestation, a bridge between desire and reality, between the unseen and the seen. Speak with purpose, and your words will become the architects of your life. Language is far more than a tool for communication. It is the architect of your reality. Every word you speak, every sentence you repeat, is a building block for the life you are creating. Your external world, your finances, your relationships, your opportunities, reflects the language you consistently use. When you say, I can't make ends meet, money is always hard to come by, or opportunities never come my way, you are not merely expressing frustration. You are programming your life to mirror those statements. The universe does not judge. It does not debate. It simply responds to the instructions embedded in your words. Think about it. Your language carries vibration, energy, and expectation. The phrases you use repeatedly are like commands to the invisible forces that govern abundance. If your words are filled with limitation, scarcity, and fear, you attract situations that reinforce those conditions. If your words are infused with positivity, confidence, and expectation, you create circumstances that bring wealth, opportunity, and success. The reality you experience is not random. It is a reflection of the inner blueprint you are constantly speaking into existence. Language shapes thought, and thought shapes action. When you speak words of power, affirmation, and abundance, your subconscious mind accepts them as truth. Your mind begins to see possibilities where before there were none. Your actions naturally align with the language of expansion and success. Conversely, words of doubt, fear, or negativity restrict your thinking, limit your options, and attract obstacles that mirror your spoken doubts. Language is not superficial. It is foundational. It lays the groundwork for the life you are building, and it determines whether that life will flourish or falter. Every sentence you speak is a declaration of what you believe to be true. If you consistently affirm prosperity, I am attracting wealth easily, money comes to me in expected and unexpected ways, you are sending a clear blueprint to the universe. If you habitually speak scarcity, I will never get ahead, there's never enough, the universe obeys just as faithfully. Language does not lie, and it does not negotiate. It is the faithful messenger of your inner beliefs, bringing them into the visible world. The power of language lies in conscious choice. You are not powerless. You are not subject to circumstances beyond your control. You have the ability to choose words that create life, words that attract abundance, words that magnetize money and opportunity. Every conversation, every internal dialogue, every affirmation or complaint is shaping the architecture of your reality. Speak wisely, speak boldly, speak with unwavering faith in the life you deserve. Your language is your reality because the words you repeatedly express become the lens through which you see the world and the filter through which the universe responds to you. Speak of prosperity, opportunity, and abundance, and your world transforms to match your declarations. Speak of lack, fear, and limitation, and your world will obediently reflect that as well. Language is the key. Language is the law. And when you choose your words with conscious intention, you unlock the power to determine your reality, to shape your financial destiny, and to call forth a life of limitless abundance. The power of positive declarations is one of the most potent tools you possess. Every word you boldly proclaim carries an invisible force, a magnetic energy that shapes the circumstances of your life. When you make a positive declaration, you are not merely speaking. You are issuing a command to the universe, setting into motion the unseen forces that govern your reality. Words spoken with conviction act like seeds planted in fertile soil. They grow into tangible results, drawing into your life everything that aligns with the essence of what you declare. Positive declarations are more than wishful thinking. They are acts of creation. When you confidently say, "I am abundant," "Money flows to me effortlessly," or "I am worthy of prosperity," you are sending a signal to every fiber of your being and to the universe itself that abundance is your rightful state. These statements bypass doubt, fear, and hesitation, embedding themselves into your subconscious mind where they shape your beliefs, your expectations, and ultimately your reality. The energy of a positive declaration is irresistible. It draws circumstances, opportunities, and people that match its frequency. Every moment is an opportunity to declare what you want, not what you fear. When fear and negativity creep into your mind, replace them immediately with bold statements of faith and expectation. Speak as though your desire has already come to pass. Say, "I am attracting wealth in ways I cannot yet imagine. I am open to financial blessings from expected and unexpected sources. I am a magnet for opportunities." The universe responds not to hope, not to worry, but to the certainty carried in your declarations. Positive declarations remove obstacles by replacing them with magnetic energy that calls your desires forward. The repeated use of positive declarations builds momentum. A single affirmation may spark hope, but continuous, conscious repetition ingrains belief, aligns your actions, and attracts results. Speaking aloud with clarity and conviction reinforces your inner identity as a prosperous, capable, and deserving individual. Your words become your reality. Your repeated statements construct a world that mirrors your declarations. Every positive word uttered creates a ripple effect that grows, multiplies, and manifests as the abundance you seek. Positive declarations are not limited to money or success alone. They shape every facet of life: health, relationships, confidence, creativity. All respond to the energy you project through your speech. By consistently declaring the reality you desire, you cultivate a life of alignment where every circumstance, every opportunity, every encounter resonates with the truth of your words. Speak positively, and the world itself becomes a reflection of your declarations. Even in moments of challenge or uncertainty, positive declarations are your anchor. When obstacles appear, speak your solution into existence. When lack seems imminent, affirm abundance. When fear threatens to dominate, declare courage, faith, and expectation. Your words carry more power than the temporary circumstances surrounding you. They are the invisible architects of your destiny. By mastering the art of positive declarations, you gain mastery over your life, over your finances, and over the unseen forces that respond to your speech. The moment you embrace the power of positive declarations, you no longer wait for external validation or favorable circumstances. You claim your life as it should be. You command wealth, success, and opportunity into existence. Every word becomes a brushstroke painting the masterpiece of your life. Speak boldly, speak consistently, speak with unwavering faith, and watch as your reality shifts to reflect the magnificence of your declarations. Limiting beliefs are the invisible chains that keep abundance at a distance. They whisper doubts in your ear, convince you that opportunities are rare, that wealth is for others, or that you are not deserving of financial freedom. These beliefs are not truths. They are habits of thought, conditioned by past experiences, fears, and societal programming. Yet, they hold tremendous power as long as they are unchallenged. Every time you speak or think from a place of limitation, you reinforce these invisible chains, keeping yourself trapped in cycles of scarcity. The first step to financial transformation is recognizing these beliefs for what they are, lies that have been spoken into your consciousness and accepted as truth. I'm not good with money. I'll never get ahead. There's never enough for me. All these phrases are mental programs that shape your reality. Each thought and word you allow to linger becomes a blueprint, instructing your life to conform to limitation. But the beauty of this truth is that it works both ways. Just as limiting beliefs can shape scarcity, intentional, empowering words can reshape your reality toward wealth and abundance. Releasing limiting beliefs requires courage, awareness, and the deliberate use of language. You must speak to yourself and the universe in a new way. Replace phrases of doubt with affirmations of capability and abundance. Say, I am fully capable of managing and attracting wealth. Money flows to me in increasing amounts every day. Or I am deserving of financial freedom and joy. These words are not mere optimism. They are instructions to your subconscious mind and to the unseen forces of the universe. Each repetition weakens the old patterns, dissolves the resistance, and opens the way for new streams of abundance. The act of release is also an act of forgiveness and self-compassion. Limiting beliefs often carry guilt, shame, or past regrets. Releasing them is not about denial. It is about acknowledging that the past no longer defines your future. You forgive yourself for previous financial missteps, and in that forgiveness, you create space for prosperity. Every time you consciously let go of a limiting thought, you make room for new opportunities, new ideas, and new income streams to enter your life. Consistency is key in this process. Limiting beliefs are deeply ingrained, and a single declaration will not erase them. You must consistently replace old patterns with empowering words, thoughts, and intentions. Speak them aloud, write them down, meditate upon them, and allow them to become the new default setting of your mind. Over time, your mental landscape shifts. Scarcity retreats, confidence rises, and money begins to flow as a natural response to the energetic space you have created. Remember, the universe does not challenge your words, it obeys them. When you release limitation and declare abundance, the unseen forces align to bring your declarations to life. You are no longer a passive participant in your financial journey. You are the conscious creator, the orchestrator of your wealth. Limiting beliefs are only powerful as long as you feed them. Stop feeding them. Speak life, prosperity, and expectation into your circumstances. Release what no longer serves you, and watch as the door to financial freedom swings wide open. Your words, your thoughts, and your beliefs are your tools. They can either imprison you or liberate you. Choosing to release limiting beliefs is choosing liberation, growth, and the magnetic attraction of money. Step boldly into this choice, and your life will respond with the abundance you were always meant to receive. Visualization alone is powerful, but when combined with the spoken word, it becomes unstoppable. To visualize is to see the life you desire in your mind's eye, to picture clearly the wealth, opportunities, and success that you wish to manifest. But the spoken word gives those visions shape, substance, and motion in the unseen realm. When you articulate your dreams aloud, you are sending a command to the universe, giving life to your desires before they appear in the physical world. Words transform imagination into reality. They act as the bridge between what exists in thought and what manifests in life. Every time you speak your vision, you amplify it. Say aloud, "I am attracting financial opportunities that exceed my expectations." Or, "I see myself living in abundant prosperity every day." By combining these spoken words with vivid mental images, you create a magnetic force that draws circumstances, resources, and people in alignment with your intentions. The universe responds to clarity, conviction, and energy. Your spoken visualization is not a wish. It is a declaration that life must conform to the pattern you have described. Visualization through speech also programs your subconscious mind. The subconscious does not distinguish between imagined experiences and real ones when they are paired with strong, affirmative speech. Every word you speak while envisioning your goals embeds the image deeper, turning your desires into expectations. Expectation, after all, is the energy that accelerates manifestation. The more passionately and consistently you articulate your vision, the faster and more accurately it will materialize. Words give your visualization a pulse, a rhythm, and a life of their own, making the unseen forces of creation respond to your intention with precision. This practice requires both detail and emotion. The universe responds not just to vague statements, but to clear, specific declarations filled with feeling. Say, "I am receiving $50,000 this month," or "I am living in a home that reflects my success and abundance," while truly feeling the gratitude, excitement, and satisfaction as if it is already real. Your speech becomes an emotional magnet, attracting the circumstances, opportunities, and money that align perfectly with the vivid image you hold in your mind. Consistency is essential. Daily visualization paired with spoken affirmation strengthens the magnetic effect. Every repetition reinforces the energetic blueprint, makes your goals feel real, and trains your consciousness to recognize opportunities you might have previously overlooked. Spoken visualization transforms passive daydreaming into active creation. It is the difference between imagining wealth and calling it forth with authority. Finally, visualization through speech is a practice of faith. It requires unwavering trust that the universe hears, obeys, and responds. Even if circumstances seem contrary, your spoken vision holds power beyond the appearance of reality. The more boldly, clearly, and consistently you declare your financial dreams aloud, the more the unseen world arranges itself to fulfill them. Speak as if it is done, see it as if it exists, and act as if it is yours. This is the art of manifesting wealth through the union of visualization and speech, a practice that transforms intention into tangible, magnetic reality. The law of expectancy is one of the most powerful principles governing wealth and success. Simply put, what you expect, you create. Money does not arrive randomly. Opportunities do not appear by chance. Life responds with absolute fidelity to the expectations you hold, and those expectations are most clearly communicated through your words. Every statement of belief, every declaration of certainty, every confident affirmation sends a signal into the universe, instructing it to deliver in alignment with your expectations. The law is impartial. It does not favor or judge. It simply manifests the reality you project through your thoughts and, most importantly, through your words. Expectation is more than hope or wishful thinking. It is the unwavering belief that your desired reality is not just possible but inevitable. When you speak with conviction, "I am attracting wealth effortlessly," "I expect financial blessings every day," or money flows to me in perfect ways, you are projecting certainty into the invisible realm. Your subconscious mind receives these messages as truth, and your actions, decisions, and awareness naturally align with them. You begin to notice opportunities that would have otherwise gone unnoticed. Doors open, connections form, and resources arrive, all in response to your expectation. Conversely, when you speak doubt, fear, or limitation, you are creating instructions for the opposite outcome. Phrases like, "I'll never get ahead," "there's never enough," or "money is hard to come by" program your life for scarcity. The universe responds faithfully. The law of expectancy does not negotiate. It does not compromise. It mirrors your beliefs and your spoken words, giving you exactly what you expect, whether consciously chosen or unconsciously held. This is why mastery of your speech and inner expectations is the cornerstone of financial success. Expectancy works best when combined with clarity, emotion, and repetition. To truly harness this law, you must visualize your desired outcome, feel the certainty of it as though it already exists, and speak it aloud consistently. Say, "I expect abundance in every area of my life," or "I am confident that money flows to me daily," and feel the excitement and gratitude as if the wealth is already yours. The emotional vibration behind your expectation acts like a magnet, attracting circumstances, opportunities, and people in perfect alignment with your spoken belief. Faith is the engine of the law of expectancy. Even when circumstances seem contrary, the expectation held firmly and spoken boldly carries power beyond the apparent reality. You are no longer passive, waiting for external conditions to validate your hopes. Instead, you actively create the conditions by projecting unwavering expectation. Money, opportunity, and success are drawn to the certainty of your declaration. The law also teaches the importance of alignment between inner belief and spoken word. You cannot expect abundance if your words betray doubt or hesitation. Your speech must mirror your inner expectation. When your words, your thoughts, and your feelings are in harmony, you create a force of irresistible attraction that accelerates the manifestation of wealth. You are no longer hoping for change. You are declaring it, expecting it, and living it. In practice, the law of expectancy requires vigilance and conscious speech. Notice every word you speak about money, opportunity, and your future. Replace doubt with declaration. Replace fear with certainty. Speak as though what you desire is not only possible but inevitable. Expectancy transforms your mindset, reprograms your subconscious, and signals the universe to deliver in exact accordance with your spoken words. This is the secret of those who effortlessly attract money, success, and abundance. They do not ask timidly. They expect confidently, speak boldly, and act in alignment with their expectation. Fear is one of the greatest obstacles standing between you and the wealth, success, and abundance you deserve. Fear whispers lies, telling you that opportunities are limited, that you are not capable, or that money is always just out of reach. When fear dominates your speech, it creates a magnetic field that attracts exactly what you fear. Every word spoken in doubt, hesitation, or anxiety sends a signal to the universe that scarcity is acceptable. Fear is not just a feeling, it is an active force that shapes reality. But here is the truth. Fear can be replaced, neutralized, and transformed through the conscious use of words. When you speak with faith, with certainty, with unwavering expectation, you disarm fear. Every faith-filled declaration is a counterforce that dissolves limitation and clears the path for abundance. Saying, "I am safe, secure, and financially protected," or "money flows to me freely and abundantly," shifts your vibration from one of lack to one of empowerment. Words are the bridge between fear and faith. Replace the words of doubt, and the energy behind them shifts immediately. Faith-filled words do more than protect. They magnetize. They call opportunities, ideas, and resources to you in ways you cannot always foresee. The universe responds to certainty, not hope. Speak boldly, I am confident in my ability to attract wealth. I am deserving of prosperity. I trust that abundance flows to me daily. These words are not empty affirmations. They are energetic commands that align your inner consciousness with the invisible forces of creation. The more you speak in faith, the more fear loses its grip, and the more money, opportunity, and success are drawn toward you. Replacing fear with faith requires vigilance and awareness. You must catch yourself the moment fear begins to arise, before it is spoken, and consciously substitute words of power. When anxiety creeps into your thoughts about bills, debts, or uncertainty, immediately declare, I am supported. Abundance surrounds me. Everything I need is coming to me at the perfect time. By consistently practicing this, you retrain your mind, reprogram your subconscious, and establish a habit of speaking in alignment with prosperity rather than limitation. Faith-filled words also strengthen your inner identity. Fear tells you you cannot, while faith-filled speech tells you you are capable, you are deserving, you are unstoppable. Every time you speak with confidence and certainty, you reinforce the inner belief that you are aligned with abundance. Words carry identity, and identity shapes action. Fear weakens your energy and closes doors. Faith-filled words open them. Ultimately, replacing fear with faith-filled words is not a one-time effort. It is a lifestyle. It requires consistent awareness, a commitment to conscious speech, and a willingness to believe in the unseen. Speak as though abundance is already yours. Speak as though opportunities have already arrived. Speak as though money is flowing to you now. Fear cannot exist where faith resides, and your words are the most powerful vehicle for that transformation. When you master this, money and opportunity no longer feel distant or uncertain. They become inevitable. Every fear you replace with a faith-filled declaration becomes a stepping stone toward financial freedom, personal empowerment, and a life of abundance. Your words are your sword and shield. They protect you from fear, and they summon prosperity into your life with unwavering certainty. Gratitude is not just a polite sentiment. It is a powerful force that amplifies wealth, prosperity, and abundance. When you express genuine thanks for what you already have, you create an energetic vibration that magnetizes more of the same. Money responds to gratitude in the same way that the soil responds to water and sunlight. When nourished, it grows. Every time you say, "Thank you for the abundance in my life," or "I am grateful for the financial blessings I receive each day," you send a signal to the universe that you recognize and appreciate abundance, and that recognition attracts even more to you. Gratitude spoken aloud is even more powerful than gratitude silently felt. Words carry energy. When you verbalize appreciation for the wealth you already possess, or even the wealth that is on its way, you activate the creative forces that respond to your vibration, saying, "Thank you for the opportunities and income that are flowing to me," or "I am grateful for the unexpected ways money comes into my life," multiplies the effect of your appreciation, making it a magnet that draws more money and blessings into your life. Gratitude also transforms your perspective. When you focus on lack, you are training your mind to see scarcity everywhere. When you focus on what is already abundant, you condition your consciousness to notice opportunity, prosperity, and potential in every situation. By speaking gratitude consistently, you shift your mental and emotional state from fear and limitation to confidence and expectation. This shift alone changes how money and resources flow to you. People, opportunities, and financial gains are naturally attracted to those who radiate appreciation and positivity. The practice of gratitude does more than attract wealth. It aligns your entire being with abundance. Every word of thanks signals that you are in harmony with the universal flow. It reassures your subconscious mind that abundance is not only possible but inevitable. When you live in a state of spoken gratitude, your energy becomes magnetic, your focus sharpens, and your life begins to reflect the prosperity you celebrate. Every dollar, every opportunity, every resource is drawn into your life by the power of this simple yet profound habit. Consistency is key. Gratitude is not a one-time declaration. It is a daily practice. Begin and end your day with spoken expressions of thanks. Affirm aloud for the money in your bank account, the income on its way, and the opportunities that surround you. Speak with feeling, enthusiasm, and conviction. Allow the energy of your words to penetrate deeply into your mind and soul. With time, gratitude becomes automatic, and the magnetic effect on your financial life becomes unstoppable. Even in moments of challenge, when money feels scarce or obstacles arise, gratitude remains your most powerful tool. Thankfulness shifts your energy from fear to faith, from doubt to expectancy. It opens your mind to solutions, encourages inspired action, and invites the universe to respond with opportunities and resources you might never have imagined. Gratitude multiplies money not by wishful thinking, but by creating an energetic alignment that makes wealth a natural outcome of your vibration. In short, when you speak gratitude daily, when you feel it deeply, and when you express it boldly, you unlock one of the most powerful laws of wealth creation. Your words of thanks are seeds, your heart is the soil, and the universe responds by delivering a harvest of financial blessings far beyond what you could have imagined. Money flows to those who celebrate it, honor it, and express gratitude for it, and by doing so, you transform every dollar into a magnet for even greater abundance. Consistency is the hidden engine behind every great success and every flow of abundance. A single spoken affirmation, a single act of faith, or a single declaration of prosperity may spark hope, but it is repeated, unwavering consistency that transforms hope into reality. Momentum is built not by occasional effort, but by daily, deliberate practice. Every word spoken in alignment with your financial vision adds energy to the invisible current that carries opportunity, wealth, and success straight to your life. Think of consistency as the river that carves a canyon over time. A single drop of water has little impact, but continuous flow shapes mountains and valleys, creates pathways, and transforms landscapes. Your spoken words function in the same way. Each declaration of abundance, each statement of confidence, each expression of gratitude compounds over time, building a powerful momentum that cannot be stopped. Wealth does not arrive sporadically. It is drawn to the energy you consistently generate through speech, belief, and action. Consistency also trains your subconscious mind. Your mind responds to repetition. When you consistently declare, "Money flows to me easily and abundantly," your inner belief system begins to accept this as fact. Your expectations align with this repeated message, and your thoughts, feelings, and actions follow suit. You begin to notice opportunities, make decisions, and take actions that match your declarations. Momentum builds not only in the external world, but also in your inner consciousness, creating a unified force that attracts abundance effortlessly. Without consistency, your words are like seeds scattered on dry, untended soil. They may sprout temporarily, but without continued nourishment, they fail to grow into strong, enduring results. When you speak affirmations consistently, morning and night, in thought and in conversation, you are watering the seeds of abundance. You are sending a clear, unwavering signal to the universe that wealth, prosperity, and success are not fleeting desires but inevitable realities. Consistency creates trust, both in yourself and in the universal forces that respond to your words. When you commit to speaking positively, affirming abundance, and expressing gratitude every day, you establish a rhythm that aligns with the natural laws of prosperity. Life begins to respond predictably and reliably. Momentum builds not in a rush, but in a steady, unstoppable current. Each repeated declaration, each faithful act, Each consistent thought adds energy to the wave of manifestation, eventually bringing your financial vision to life. Consistency also reinforces confidence. The more you speak, act, and believe in alignment with abundance, the more confident you become in your ability to create wealth. Doubt fades, fear diminishes, and hesitation disappears. Consistent speech and action cement your identity as a prosperous, capable, and magnetically attractive person. Wealth begins to flow not as a result of luck, but as a natural consequence of your consistent alignment with the laws of abundance. In essence, consistency is the bridge between desire and manifestation. It is the daily devotion to speaking, believing, and acting that transforms dreams into reality. Momentum is not created by a single effort. It is the accumulation of small, persistent, deliberate actions over time. Speak consistently, declare boldly, act faithfully, and watch as the energy you generate carries you toward financial freedom, prosperity, and the abundant life you deserve. Silence is one of the most overlooked yet powerful tools in creating wealth and abundance. While words are the seeds that manifest your desires, knowing when not to speak is equally vital. Every complaint, doubt, or fearful statement sends a magnetic signal that attracts scarcity and resistance. Silence, when used strategically, protects the energy of your intentions and preserves the fertile ground for prosperity to grow. Choosing not to speak negativity is as important as speaking declarations of abundance. Think of silence as a shield. When you refrain from repeating complaints about money, expressing doubt about opportunities, or giving voice to fear, you prevent the creation of blocks in your life. Words carry energy, and negative words, spoken in frustration or panic, can undermine even your most carefully nurtured intentions. Silence allows your positive declarations to take root and flourish without interference. By practicing strategic silence, you ensure that your energy is focused, undisturbed, and aligned with the life you are consciously creating. Silence also has the power to amplify your spoken words. When you speak bold, faith-filled declarations and follow them with intentional silence, your words resonate with greater authority. The universe responds to clarity and focus, and the absence of conflicting statements strengthens the magnetism of your affirmations. Silence after a declaration is like allowing a seed to settle deeply into the soil. It gives the invisible forces time and space to bring your spoken intentions into manifestation. Moreover, silence cultivates internal discipline. It trains you to observe your thoughts and monitor your speech carefully. Instead of reacting impulsively or complaining unconsciously, you become aware of every word you utter. This awareness ensures that your speech aligns with your highest intentions and financial goals. By choosing silence over reactive speech, you are actively managing the energy you release into the world, making your words deliberate, powerful, and effective. Silence is also a form of faith. It demonstrates trust in the unseen forces of creation. When you have declared your desire, whether it is wealth, opportunity, or abundance, you do not need to repeat it in panic or doubt. Instead, you release it confidently into the universe and allow it to work. This quiet trust reinforces the law of expectancy, the understanding that what you expect and declare will manifest in perfect timing. Every moment of silence, therefore, strengthens your energetic alignment and builds momentum toward your financial goals. Finally, silence creates space for new inspiration and insight. When your mind is not cluttered with complaints or negative chatter, you become more receptive to opportunities, ideas, and guidance that lead to prosperity. The stillness allows the creative forces to respond without obstruction, bringing clarity, intuition, and abundance into your life. Strategic silence is not emptiness. It is a deliberate, conscious space in which your spoken words can take root, grow, and manifest fully. By combining the power of speech with the wisdom of silence, you create a balanced approach to manifesting wealth. Speak boldly, declare abundance, express gratitude, and then allow silence to safeguard your energy and strengthen your intentions. In this way, your words become sharper, your focus becomes clearer, and your financial life becomes a reflection of both conscious creation and deliberate restraint. Silence is not weakness, it is power. It is the quiet force that amplifies your declarations, protects your energy, and ensures that abundance flows to you in perfect alignment with your intentions. Your words are not merely expressions of what you think or feel. They are declarations of who you are and who you are becoming. Identity is forged through speech, and the words you use daily build the architecture of your inner self. When you repeatedly declare yourself as prosperous, capable, and deserving, you are aligning your consciousness with the life you wish to manifest. Every phrase you speak shapes your sense of self, and your outer reality mirrors the identity you affirm. Consider this when you say, "I am wealthy," "I am confident," or "I am a magnet for abundance." You are not lying. You are planting seeds of transformation. The universe responds to these declarations because they communicate a clear and unshakable vision of your inner identity. Your subconscious mind accepts these statements as truth, and your thoughts, emotions, and actions naturally begin to align with the reality of your words. Identity is not born in isolation. It is built through repeated, deliberate, and conscious speech. Conversely, if you frequently say, "I can't," "I'm not good enough," or "I'll never achieve financial freedom," you are programming your life to match those limitations. Negative words act as barriers, defining a version of yourself that is restricted, uncertain, and lacking. The world cannot distinguish between what is true and what is spoken consistently. It only responds to the vibration and expectation you project through your words. Identity, once spoken, becomes magnetic. It either draws opportunity and wealth or attracts limitation and struggle. Your identity is not fixed. It is a living, evolving force shaped by the words you consistently choose. Every time you speak of your worth, your capability, and your deservingness, you reinforce a reality in which abundance flows naturally to you. Your language acts as both blueprint and anchor for your highest self. By intentionally choosing words that define you as prosperous, confident, and successful, you create a self-image that compels the universe to respond in kind. The power of identity through words is magnified when combined with action. Speaking boldly, declaring abundance, and believing in your worth shapes not only your mind but also your behavior. You begin to make decisions, take risks, and embrace opportunities that align with the prosperous identity you claim. The external world cannot resist the energy of a person who speaks as though they already embody success. Your words broadcast your internal state, signaling to the universe and to those around you that you are someone who is worthy of wealth, opportunity, and abundance. Every time you affirm, "I am abundant," "I am financially free," or "I am capable of attracting wealth," you are rewriting your inner story. You are replacing old narratives of limitation with vibrant declarations of possibility. Identity through words is not just about what you say. It is about who you are becoming. When your inner self aligns with your spoken declarations, your outer reality must follow. The energy of your words shapes your life, attracts prosperity, and creates a version of yourself that embodies all you declare. Remember, identity is not formed overnight, but through persistent, conscious speech. Every declaration builds momentum. Every affirmation strengthens your self-image. And over time, the life you live becomes a mirror of the identity you consistently express through your words. Speak who you are, and you will live it. Speak who you wish to become, and the universe will arrange circumstances, people, and resources to reflect that identity. Your words are the architects of your selfhood, and the person you are becoming is created one powerful statement at a time. Living the reality of your words is the ultimate mastery of the creative power within you. It is not enough to speak affirmations, visualize abundance, or declare prosperity. You must embody the life you have spoken into existence. Every word you declare sets the stage, but living it transforms it from mere possibility into undeniable reality. Your actions, choices, habits, and mindset must align with the energetic blueprint created by your speech. When your life reflects the words you speak, the invisible forces of the universe respond with perfect fidelity, bringing your financial dreams into tangible existence. Living your spoken reality begins with consciousness. Be aware of every word, every thought, and every action, ensuring that all align with the identity and abundance you claim. Walk, speak, and act as the person who already embodies the life of wealth, freedom, and success. If you declare, "I am prosperous and abundant," then make choices, no matter how small, that reflect that reality. Invest in yourself, honor your commitments, and seize opportunities with confidence. Your life must mirror the words you speak, creating harmony between internal expectation and external manifestation. Consistency is the key to integrating spoken reality into daily life. Your words must not only be declared, but reinforced through habitual alignment. Speak abundantly, act abundantly, and live abundantly. The more consistently you do this, the more natural it becomes, until living the spoken reality is no longer a conscious effort, but an automatic expression of your identity. In this way, your speech becomes self-fulfilling, creating a cycle where words lead to actions, actions reinforce belief, and belief commands results. Faith is the glue that binds spoken words to lived experience. Even when circumstances seem contrary, act and speak as if your declarations are already true. Trust that the universe is working behind the scenes, arranging people, resources, and events to reflect your spoken reality. This unwavering faith transforms uncertainty into confidence and expectation into manifestation. When you live in alignment with your words, you become a beacon for abundance, attracting everything that corresponds to your declared intentions. Living the spoken reality also requires courage. It is easier to speak of abundance than to act as though it already exists. You may need to step out of comfort zones, take inspired action, and make decisions that reflect the life you desire. Every bold choice reinforces the authority of your words and strengthens the magnetic pull of your declarations. Fear and hesitation lose power when you consistently live as if your words are already true, and in that space, wealth, opportunity, and prosperity flow effortlessly. Finally, living your spoken reality is about integrity and alignment. Your words, thoughts, and actions must speak the same language. The universe responds not just to what you say, but to the energy behind your words, reflected in your behavior and choices. Speak boldly, act faithfully, and live confidently, and you will find that abundance is no longer a distant goal, but a living, breathing reality. Money flows, opportunities arise, and life unfolds in perfect accordance with the powerful declarations you have made. When you master the art of living your spoken reality, you harness the full creative power of your words. You no longer wait for circumstances to change. You create them. You no longer hope for wealth. You declare, expect, and live it. Your words become more than statements. They become commands that shape your destiny. By living the life you speak into existence, you align fully with abundance, and in doing so, you unlock the limitless power within you to attract wealth, opportunity, and prosperity without resistance.